Hello everybody and welcome to my 2019 gift guide. Whatever occasion you need to gift your loved one an item, this is it. So let's start with something that I love. I recently discovered, or I shouldn't say discovered, I discovered them a while ago, but decided to try Jo Malone scents. And I fell in love with two scents from them especially. And it's their most famous ones, or most common ones, I think. It's the English Pear and Freesia and the Peony Blush and Suede. Those two scents are heavenly to me. Heavenly. So here's the first one that I have right here. This is their, what size is this? 100 ml. And this is the English Pear and Freesia. And I just love this scent. It is so fresh. That's what I found about their scents, is they're very clean scents. They almost remind me of like a Coco Mademoiselle, because I find the Coco Mademoiselle scent is very fresh. They're fresh. Jo Malone scents, keep using the term fresh, but they're light, they're airy. And I think they're amazing. If you haven't tried it, if you haven't even gone into like a department store just to smell it, I encourage you to go in there, take a smell, and there'll be no turning back from Jo Malone. Love it. I get the hype now, and I bought into it. Okay, I fought it. I bought into it. I'm there to stay. So I recommend Jo Malone, and all these products will be linked in the description box below. If you're interested in trying, heading in, maybe adding one to your cart, feel free to do so. That's the first item on our list. Next on our list, we're going to move on to planners. And you guys may not know this about me, but I love planners. I am a planner girl. What can I say? I am. And I have here to show you guys, I have the Louis agenda. I have the GM size to show you guys. And I have the desk agenda to show you guys. And I brought those two specifically because they are different styles that people in your life might be looking for. So the first one here is the Agenda GM. So it is a much bigger size, like my head size. It is a bigger size agenda, but it is an A5 size if you're interested in that. It's an A5 sized agenda. It is a six ring style planner. There you have it. I already have my inserts in there for next year. This is December of 2020. I already have, that's why it's so thick right now, because I have the rest of December of this year in here, and then I have all my stuff for next year ready to go. But anyways, I can also insert some links to the inserts that I use in the description box. But I love this. I think it's such a well done quality agenda. You have pockets in the front, and you have pockets in the back as well. I've got my own cute little stuff in here, but there you have it, and it does close with a button closure. I think it is amazing, but this is really great for someone in your life who does carry around a larger bag, a larger tote, or they can leave this on their desk at work, at home, wherever they might tend to do most of their writing. This is great for that. And you don't have to use this just for planning. Let me just state that. This can be used for taking notes. It can be great for note-taking in church, note-taking at home, just jotting down ideas, just journaling. Great for that. And I will link some great inserts for those purposes in the description box down below. So there we have the Agenda GM size. And that does also come in MM size and in PM size. The PM size, like a pocket size, it's really small. It's really great probably just for quick on-the-go things. Like I wouldn't keep it for something substantial. Like I wouldn't use it for planning because you can't fit a lot in there. It's really, really small. The MM size is also great for on the go. I think it's probably the most travel friendly size where you can it's still functional, but can still fit into your purse or whatever the case is without getting too bulky. Like this, in my opinion, is way too bulky to take every day. It is too bulky, too heavy, all of that. Especially because if you're like me, you will fill it with papers, and who's carrying that around every day? Not I. Okay, and then moving on to the desk agenda. This is the desk agenda. In here you can fit notebooks. So I'll show you guys how the desk agenda works, because not everyone is really aware of it. So it actually doesn't have any rings. It's not a ring style planner. It's not like a an elastic style. It's neither of those. You actually just insert books. I use mine for my devotional, and I insert a notebook in one side, and I use this to journal my devotional time. And then on this side, I have my Bible in there. So that's what it is essentially there's just pockets that you can slip in covers of your books into, and then it can hold 2 to 3 books depending on how you're able to squeeze it in. And there's also flaps on this side. Sorry, I'm not showing this to you guys properly. There are flaps on this side that you can use for kind of potentially adding one more book into there, and then you can store some items in there. So that's the desk agenda, and I have that in the demier bin. So those are some functional items, some functional luxe items that you can add to your Christmas shopping list this year. It is much easier to come across these during the Christmas season because logically, Louis and such stores stock more of them in Christmas time because people buy to kind of start the new year. Essentially, people do that a lot. They want to plan their next year, so they go and they buy an agenda. So you are going to be more likely to find it in stores at this time, but like most things from Louis, it's hit or miss. You might get lucky today, you might not get lucky tomorrow. Check on their websites. Now let's move on to something that I have come to really love this year, accessories. And first accessory I'm going to show you guys is a belt. What I find about belts, I was talking to a friend of mine about this the other day. She goes, I don't wear belts, so I don't know if I really need one. I don't wear belts anymore. And I said, you know what? That's what I said too when I got my first belt. I said, I don't really wear belts anymore. And then you realize if you have a belt you love, you'll wear it. So that's what this is. It is a luxury item. It's not like you need it. You don't need anything really these days. All you need, as my high school teacher used to tell me, all you need is air to breathe and food to eat, and you're good. You don't need nothing else. And a place to live comes in handy. But even that, like we're blessed to have places to live. Not everyone has that. But anyway, so I have here the obviously stereotypical, the Marmont belt. I have a thicker belt, and I'm going to also show you guys the thinner one. And they serve different purposes, I find. And you may disagree with me, and that's okay. So here's the thinner Marmont belt. And here's the thicker Marmont belt. Let me kind of try to put those so you see them side by side. There's the two. So I find this belt, the thicker one, is great for jeans. This thinner one, it's great for dresses and skirts and sweaters, is what I find. I have been using this with oversized, especially because oversized sweaters are so in this season. You throw on an oversized sweater and you add this belt to it, it is fabulous. Fabulous. You'll thank me later. And this is just great for a pair of jeans. And what I find with the belt, here's what it does, is it adds effort to your outfit without you having to try. It's an extra oomph to your outfit, to your day, without you going the extra mile of trying to think, what can I put together to look like, I tried really hard and I came with my A game. Just throw a belt on your outfit and you're good to go. And this goes for dresses, skirts. Throw this on and it takes your outfit up. It elevates your outfit is what I find about these. All right, next on my luxe list is, we're going to call them kind of the SLG category. So I have these two to show you guys, and this is a simple Spade Pouch is what we'll call this. And I bought this a few years ago, and really here's the only purpose it serves. I loved that it had this right here, where it's got a little bit of like a D-ring style to it. Because what I do is I hook my mailbox key on here, and in here is where I actually keep my business cards. Smart, right? So all my business cards that I want to hand out to people, they're stored in here, and I keep my receipts in here, and that's all that's in here. Receipts, business cards, and my mail key. And also, if I have to hand the mailbox key to someone else, there's nothing valuable in here that I'd be worried about giving to, like, I don't know who I have to give my mailbox key to, so that was a bit of a silly, but I don't know, if for some reason I need to give someone my mailbox key to go grab something from the mailbox from me, there's nothing that I really care about in here. It's receipts and business cards. So it's great for that. It's really simple. It's really, really carefree. And I think it's really well made for being a Kate Spade item. So I will add that in the description box for you guys. And it's on the lower end compared to something like this. This is very, very similar to the Kate Spade. I'll hold them up next to each other. So this is the mini pochette. So in terms of the chain, here's what the chain heights look like. And then size-wise, I'll do there. And then I'll give you guys like a back shot, sorry. And there. So the mini pochette is a tad bit longer. It's much thicker in terms of what it's able to fit. And the chain is longer. So with that being said, I use them for different purposes. This comes with me for travel. This is where I store all of my cords when I travel, with the exception of my laptop cables, because, well, they're massive. But all my watch chargers, my phone chargers, they all sit in here. And I never take them out. This literally sits in my closet like this. So if I need to travel or go anywhere really quickly, you know, if I grab this, I'm good to go. My watch is charged, my iPad is charged, my phone is charged by grabbing this simple, and even my camera is charged by grabbing this simple pochette right here. They serve different purposes. They are different price ranges, but I think they're fabulous for someone in your life, depending on how much you're willing to spend. If you're trying to keep it a little bit more on the lower end of things, go for something like this. You want to spend a little bit more, splurge, go for something like the mini pochette. But yeah, so those are two great items that I think anyone would love to have. And I've seen people use this with a longer strap, because you can just add another strap kind of to this hook here and to this hook here. I've seen people use this as a crossbody. Not for me, because I can't do a crossbody that doesn't fit my phone. So this does not fit a phone. I will say that, because I've actually owned this once before and I returned it because I got home and I'm like, my phone doesn't fit in this. Returned it immediately because I couldn't see myself using it for something else. And then this idea came to me, and I actually was lucky enough to get this in a raffle. So I was able to own it again without having to buy it. And it doesn't fit my phone, but that's okay. So I'll kind of hold up a phone for you guys. Yeah, so my phone sticks out just a wee bit. It's just enough that you can't fit a phone. So anyway, smaller phones might fit, but the larger iPhones will not fit in here. So that's that. And another great similar item is the toiletries. This is a Toiletry 15. The Toiletry comes in 3 different sizes. There's a 15, a 19, and a 26. I do own all 3. This just completed my collection not too long ago. It's completely empty because I haven't started using it yet. But this is the Toiletry 15. And I'll hold up the Toiletry 15 next to the mini pochette for you to see. So they are the same size in terms of length. They are the exact same size lengthwise. But the Toiletry will most likely fit more because it is a little wider than the mini pochette. So there you have it. That's another third item. And the great thing about the Toiletry compared to mini pochette is it has a wipeable interior. Because it is that canvas interior, it is completely wipeable, which is fantastic. And that's why I love my Toiletry 19. I love it. It is my junk drawer in my purse. It holds everything. I don't have to worry about it because I can wipe the inside. So this is really great for that. It is a much smaller item. In my opinion, if you want to get someone something like this, if they don't need this size specifically, I would recommend the Toiletry 19 over the 15. Here's why. The price difference isn't that much when you have the 2, and the 19 is much more practical for most people. If you're starting out, it is a great starter piece, the 19. The 15, I think, is great to have after if you already own the 19, you already own the 26, then it's great to have this. This can be for like only lipsticks, for example. Versus you have the 19 that's bigger. You can have your lipsticks, your mascara, your eyeshadow, your eyeshadow, your eyeliner, your lip liner. they'll all fit in there, versus most of those things will not fit in here. This will fit your lipsticks, your lip gloss, might fit a mascara depending on what the casing looks like on it. But yeah, not a whole lot will fit in here compared to the 19. So I think for the price difference, if you can get your hands on the 19, get the 19. That's another item I wanted to share with you guys. And then let's move on to another great gift idea is scarves. Scarves are amazing because just like belts, they elevate your outfit without you having to try. And that's what I love about them. I'm all about capsule wardrobe pieces. So pieces that are simple, look good, and all you have to do is throw on an accessory and they look fabulous. So here's one of the scarves I wanted to show you guys. This is the Louis scarf. This is their denim logo print, and I love this. Oh goodness, do I love it. I love it. It is so soft. And does it catch onto things easily? Yes. But I haven't had any issues with mine. I don't think I've actually had any pilling happen with mine quite yet. And I've had this for over a year now. I mean, there are parts like these. If you guys can see, there's a little run that kind of happened right there. I'm not sure if the camera's picking it up. So I do have a few little runs like that, but honestly, you don't notice it. Especially with the way that we wear our scarves these days, you end up bunching it up. You bunch it up like this, and no one notices any runs in that whatsoever. And I think you just have to be a little careful and be aware that it is a sensitive scarf. So I don't know, it's little simple things like that, but I really do love that scarf. I really do think if someone in your life loves wearing scarves, I think it's a great item. So that's like, you can get ones from Louis, you've got Burberry, you've got, who else has good scarves that I can think of? Hermes has good scarves. Other luxury scarves. I think Fendi has some really pretty ones that I've noticed as well. Yeah, in my opinion, I think they're fabulous. Like here's an example of a Burberry one. It's really pretty. Really gorgeous. Serve the same purpose. But just a different color, different print style. If you don't really want something with like LV plastered all over it, I think Burberry is always a great option. People tend to shy away from it because there are a lot of like replica-ish, I shouldn't say replica, but the design is easily copied by a lot of non-Burberry brands. Have this checkered vintage like design style with their stuff. But if you don't mind, very great option. If you want to go into something that is kind of a starter luxury item is what I'm going to call it. So it's not really luxury, but it is at the same time, is Longchamp. Longchamp is another great brand that I think people don't give enough credit to. And I kind of see both sides, because when my husband first saw Longchamp, he's like, I'm not paying. It's like, just go buy a bag from Winners. Like, I'll go buy a $20 bag from Winners and call it a day. But I think what I love about Longchamp is the lightweight durability of their items. Their items seem so extremely durable, and they're so lightweight. And there's something to be said for those days when you just don't want the extra weight on your shoulders and you need to still be able to take all your things out without losing part of your swag because you're doing this the whole day. I think Longchamp is great for that purpose. Here are some that I have from Longchamp that I acquired this year is the Les Pliage Club backpack. So I acquired the backpack was on our recent trip to Portugal. We used this backpack every single day while we were out. And I was able to fit in water bottles for the day, Elias crackers, peanut butter, phones, all of those things. I was able to put it in here and throw it over my bag, bam, and it weighed next to nothing. It is so great for an all-day adventure. I love it. It's durable. You don't have to worry about people spilling things on you or accidentally hitting people. You don't have to worry about that because it's carefree. It is carefree. Versus the Longchamp, I feel like for it to draw attention for like theft, if you're in places where you're worried about that, it doesn't. And people are less concerned about the bag itself. And that's what I love about it. It's very carefree. I don't have to worry about where I am, or people looking at me differently because I have this bag or not. Their bags are so great for that purpose, and that's why I love this backpack, and I highly, I can't recommend it enough. Love it. I was a little bit uncertain about it when we went on our trip, but it turned out to just be perfect. It went to the beach with us. I was able to throw it on the sand and not worry about it. It could get wet and I didn't have to worry about it. It's amazing. It's an amazing take anywhere backpack. That's what I love about it. So similar to the backpack is a long pliage. I cannot speak, guys. Longchamp Le Pliage tote bag. So here's their tote bag. I recently got this for my birthday in red because I'm just a red girl. What can I say? And I love it as well as, and it's the same reason. It's lightweight, it's carefree, it's perfect. I have a bag organizer in mind. That's why it's boxy. But like all Le Pliage line items, they fold down to next to nothing. So it's great for traveling when you're trying to avoid carrying too many things, but you still want to bring some things. Le Pliage items are so great for that because they can fold down while you're traveling. Then when you get to your destination, you can unfold them and stuff them with things and go out for the day. And it weighs next to nothing. It doesn't add to your bag allowance and all that weight requirements, weight restrictions. You don't have to worry about it. So that's what I love about Longchamp, and I highly recommend them as well. And I think one of the differences, especially in the Christmas season where a lot of last minute shoppers out there, let's be honest, is Longchamp items are not as hard to come by as like Louis. For example, Louis items, you might see an item that I've listed here today that you want to get a friend, a mom, a sister, wife, girlfriend, and then you realize that you can't find it at any stores. Longchamp doesn't have that issue. You can almost always get their items in their stores. It is amazing. And let's finish off the bags before we move on to shoes. Here I have an amazing, I've been coveting the belt bags for a very long time. Wasn't sure how I felt about it. And when I finally bit the bullet, boy, was I happy I bit the bullet. Let me just tell you, I wish I bit the bullet much earlier. They are amazing. They are so compact and small, but they're great. And here's how I find myself wearing mine more recently. I just throw it on like that, and I'm good to go. You guys can't really see them. I have to stand here for a little bit, but just like that. And I love wearing mine like that. And every now and then I will throw it on and actually hook it into my pant belt hooks as a belt bag, or just around my waist. I find myself doing that sometimes, but it depends on what my shopping trip is for. If I'm out shopping, I'm out at the mall and I don't want to be like trying on clothes, for example, I don't wear it as a belt bag because I got to unhook all of this, and every time I go try something on, then I put it on over my head because I can just lift it up and down and I can move on. So very, 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 very versatile piece. This one does fit my phone, believe it or not. It fits my phone right in the middle. And that's the XS Max. And then I'm able to fit in a card holder in there, my lipstick, a tube of hand cream, a lip balm, my keys, and I'm good to go. It's amazing. I love it. I am so, so happy that I fell in the trend. Okay, now that we're done with those items, let's wrap up with shoes. Luxe shoes. I'm going to give you two ranges of shoes. So we're going to go with something a little bit cheaper and something a little bit more on the high brand of things. So here's a brand that I didn't really love before. Stumbled upon them at Nordstrom Rack one day, and I've just been looking for black boots for a very, 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 very long time. A few years to be exact. I haven't had black boots in years. And then one day it was a Nordstrom Rack, and I stumbled upon these beauties right here. These are by the brand Aquatalia. I don't know what the shoes are called, but I will find them and link them below. And I love them. Look at the back. So the back is this like stretch elastic right there, while the front is suede. It is a bit of a rounder almond front toe kind of situation there. The heel height is great on it. I wear this all day with zero issues. It is actually my go-to boots now, is these right here. No issues at all in them. Like, just I don't have to break them in. They were amazing from day one till today. They've been amazing, amazing boots. They were only about I think they were like 150 Canadian. So they were an awesome, awesome, awesome find, awesome price. 120 and 150, I can't remember. But one thing I did do with them, they said they're waterproof already, but to make me feel better, I still sprayed them with, I don't remember what brand of waterproof spray that I used, but I will link that below as well. I sprayed them and they've held up fantastic. And we were out yesterday and it was a slush storm, if there's such a thing. But pretty much it was literally a 50-50 mix of rain and snow the entire day, from waking up to going to bed. And I wore out all day, and I wore these, no issues at all. So there's that. And then on the other higher end of things are some Stuart Weitzman boots. These are the Thailand boots. They're over the knee, kind of thigh highs. But I love them. Love them. I wore them to church today and they fit amazingly. I haven't sprayed them yet because I forgot. But I will spray them once I am done this video. I'm going to spray them and set them down so they can settle in and do what they need to do so that I can enjoy them throughout the winter season as well. And I think that wraps up my very, very long luxe Christmas holiday gift guide for ladies. So check those items out. Let me know what you think. Hopefully you guys enjoyed my video. Try to find something different. I hope you guys love it. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.